Hi Aries, welcome to your powerful messages from Spirit reading. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Aries. For this message, my intention is to tune into your energy and to channel messages from Spirit to you about the month of February, to ask what will be happening, what do you need to be aware of, or if something has happened, why has it happened, to give you the clarity, insight, healing, guidance that you may be seeking by clicking on this message. And this can impact any aspect of your life: love and romance, career and finances, spiritual evolution, but whatever Spirit would like to talk about shall be said. And if you have any beings of the light that you would like to welcome into this space for your reading, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, maybe even passed down loved ones, you are welcome to ask them to join us here now. So let's start to tune into your energy with my new sound bowl that I'm going to use to clear the space and see what message wants to come through as we tune and dive in. So let's do this. Interesting. What I saw for you guys, Aries, was first someone running. And they were running and they were running, but it wasn't like they were running from something. It was almost as if they were running towards something out of excitement, out of this feeling of, this is it, this is for me. And then the person stopped, or maybe it was me embodying whoever this was, stopped, looked up and saw a shooting star. So I don't know if you guys have seen shooting stars lately, if that has been popping up, whether in your world or through emojis or images or something like that. But I feel there's something you're being so pulled to, Aries. There's something you almost feel as a calling. And for those that may doubt it at times, for those who may stop and wonder if what you're feeling is to be true, correct, the good energy behind it, the good vibes, or maybe even stopping yourself from pursuing it, wondering if it's just a pipe dream or if it's something that isn't ever going to unfold. With the shooting star, I mean, a couple of messages. For me, that always means divine guidance, and you've been guided towards whatever it is that you've been wanting to pursue for a reason. Something on a bigger scale, a career, or maybe something even on a smaller scale, a move that you want to make out of the current city you're in to a new city, a new state, a new country. Making moves, Aries, is what I feel February is all about. And for those of you where things are starting to happen from it, and life is starting to move fast from that first decision you made, and you're starting to doubt yourself, you're starting to stop and almost wonder or panic, I do feel there's going to be something that confirms to you that this is the right move. This is the right choice. What you're pursuing is something that was meant for you. So, wow, let's go ahead and get some messages for you guys with the cards. Okay. Key. It says successful outcome to your problems. So if you guys are finding yourself a little bit like struggling to go down that, you feel pulled, but you don't know how to get going, or you feel as every attempt you've been doing, it still hasn't landed, something is landing in February. It is going to unlock this experience for you. It's going to be a successful outcome to whatever problem it is you're facing. And maybe that's why there was a stop, because maybe some of you are running into some issues that go along the way of every journey we're on. Just because something gets a little difficult doesn't mean that's the time for us to give up. It's usually the time where it's calling upon our inner resources to get it resolved and to achieve. And with this key, Aries, success is yours with whatever it is that you're pursuing. So hopefully that is a message of itself for confirmation for you guys. Okay. Lightning. Control your anger or you will be sorry. I mean, that is just a message for someone out there. I learned this when Mars was in retrograde in October to November. I let my anger get the best of me in a certain situation, and it really came to bite me in the butt later. And I do feel, Aries, there is something, whether it's a trigger, whether it's someone trying to get that nature out of you so they can prove that you're that angry type of person that only gets pushed to that level when it gets to go that way. Just be careful, okay? I do feel, I slightly picked it up in Aquarius's reading, but almost there's an energy around you that wants to pick fights with you. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, and giving them a response, giving them a reaction is exactly what they want to get out of it. Even if it leaves you reading them up and down, front to back, they want to see that anger out of you because it means that they got to you. I wouldn't give them that satisfaction. Then we have January. So something that happened in January that was very prominent, that was very much, whether it inspired you to pursue this or it was something that proved as a roadblock. Something is playing out from January that's coming to full circle now in February. So luckily it didn't linger or last for too long. Others of you, if it just was January where you started to get this idea to pursue something, something's unthawing quite literally and making its appearance to you in February. Overall, this key is what's going to give you your success. Tell me more, Spirit. Ooh, and then we have love. Wow, and Pisces had this card. So if you have strong Pisces in your chart, I definitely suggest checking out the Pisces reading to see if there's messages for you there. So, you know, with this love card, different than I feel like a romance, that could be in the cards for you, and you may be experiencing some romance in your life. I do feel overall, this is what you love to do. Whatever this is unlocking for you in February, whatever this key is being brought into your hands by the universe, by God, through a contract, through an offer in the 3D world, it truly is something that is coming from your heart's desires. It's something that you've always had passion for, feelings for, drive for. Now with the lightning, with control your anger, you will be sorry. It's just the ultimate reminder of choosing love. Choosing love, even when someone isn't acting in the way that they should be, in an honorable way. That doesn't mean you have to accept what they're doing by any means. But by not responding and just letting them work out whatever jealousy, anger, wound that they have within them is actually going to be the best medicine that you could give to them. Because for one thing, it's showing them you're not going to tolerate any sort of pettiness, any sort of low vibrational energy. First of all, you don't have the time for it. You're making moves. You're on to bigger and better things. You know, maybe because you're breaking free from someone, maybe for some of you it is a relationship, whether that is a friendship or a romance. I do feel it's something that has been draining you. It has been something that has been keeping you stuck. And I hate to say it that way because I'm not trying to say this person is a horrible, bad person, but I just really feel as if a lot of you are outgrowing a certain relationship in your life that you're really coming to terms with to clear space for, or to clear space out of, so you can start to enjoy what's trying to come into your life. They may react in a very hurt way. And so Aries, if that does happen, I would just either, you know, send a message or a text, sorry you feel this way, but, you know, this is how I'm feeling and I hope you can respect that. I wish you all the best. Or just don't respond at all. Because I think that by triggering you, they're trying to get something to turn out their way that Spirit is saying is not meant for you. Whatever they are trying to get out of you. So I do feel for a lot of you, though, something could be coming into your life that, although some may not be so happy with, because it would mean you'd have to move, it would mean you'd have to change your lifestyle, it would mean you maybe have to end some certain relationships that would stand in your way of receiving this blessing trying to come in your life. I do feel overall on the other end of it, it is going to be resolved. Even if the person's a little bit hurt, even if the person's unsure. And if it doesn't mean just completely ending it, it could just mean just putting it on pause for a second. It's different for each and every one of you, but that is being brought to the focus here. Tell me more about Aries for February, Spirit. Now, 7 of Wands, stand your ground in the beginning of the month. Yeah. So what I feel with that is have your boundaries, have your honor, have your integrity, speak your mind, speak your truth. But don't do it in a way that isn't of your vibration. People want to see that you are just as low vibrational as they are, so they'll try to get you. Don't let them. Don't let them, Aries. And with the stand your ground too, it may not, if it doesn't have to do with relationships, it may just mean feeling so confident in yourself to give yourself that extra push that even if there is resistance, you will persist. I feel as if, Aries, because you love to do this, that's why Spirit is asking you to persist. That's why Spirit is asking you to keep going and not to give up. Even if there is a roadblock, even if there is a situation, it's only temporary. Again, the key is telling you that whatever you're facing that may be a roadblock, you'll have a successful outcome too. So remember that. Whew, 3 of Pentacles. Recognition and reward. So there is something you will be recognized for, Aries. There is something that people, Spirit, recognize you for achieving. But the 3 of Pentacles, I always say when this energy comes up, you are talented. You are gifted. You do have something that can be shown that people will want to engage in, that people will want to pay for, that people will want to support. So whatever this creative aspect it could be, whatever this job it is that you want to have, or whatever it is that you're tapping into as a source of creativity, it will be profitable for you. And for some of you, you're going to start to see that profit come in the middle of the month. I do feel for some of you, you're going to get a shout out. Maybe some of you are going to have a video that is going to take off, a post that's going to go viral, or it could be on a smaller scale where someone just says, wow, Aries, you did an awesome job. Thank you. Thank you for doing this. And that feels like in the career workforce. Again, I feel there's like partnerships and alliances coming up. So even if there's some haters, even if there are some people who want to pull you down, there's more people that support you. I really do honestly feel that way. Whew. And then the 7 of Swords comes up. But man, it just feels as if that envy, it could be one person, it could be a couple. From whoever you stood your ground against, whoever you didn't let trigger you, whoever you just kind of let go and moved on from, it feels a lot more powerful because they are upset, they are hurt. But it's like the evil eye is trying to be sent your way, Aries, of if you are feeling good about something and then all of a sudden you pick up this negativity, you pick up this criticism, I feel as if it's someone who's sending their bad vibes your way. So be very aware of that and do what you can to protect your energy, to protect your sight, to protect your mental health. Because I do feel if someone's psychically attacking you, it could affect you, how you see yourself, how you see your life. That isn't true, but is trying to be projected onto you by someone else. There are 2 7s here. 7 is a very lucky number. Your birthday could be April 7th, April 17th, perhaps March 27th for some of you guys out there. You could be seeing 777 as a number confirmation from Spirit. But yeah, you know, similar to some way to the Pisces reading, there is deception, there is envy, but they're powerless against you. I think that's what's bothering them the most, is that they're starting to notice that their opinions, their influence mean nothing to you now. And I'm not saying in general, I'm saying with specific people you know isn't good for you, you know is negative, you know just wants to have misery be surplus so they can have company. I feel they're going to be so triggered by your success, Aries, that they're going to reveal themselves by the end of the month, and they can't help it but react, and you'll know exactly who they are if you don't know now. But be aware of that. I do feel, though, honestly, even with the 7 of Swords appearing, that's not in the majority of the love and support around you from Spirit, from your ancestors, angels, God. from even your family members and friends generally. I think there is a lot of love around that you just need to pay more attention to than the hate, period. And I think that that is what's going to elevate you to keep going. That's what's going to keep on pushing you forward. And if you are, let's just say, someone who puts their creations online, trust me, I know about this as I am a content creator myself. There may be people, no matter what, you're not going to please everyone. And there may be people who are sending mean comments. I don't think it has anything to do with your talent. I don't think it has anything to do with your skill. In fact, I think it is with this Three of Pentacles. You're so talented, you're so skilled, you're stirring up some feelings that people can't accept. People, instead of saying, hey, maybe this is inspiration for me to do something about it, they just want to use it against you just to make themselves feel better. I wouldn't pay attention. I wouldn't pay attention. But if you're feeling that energy, especially towards the end of the month with whatever reward or recognition you're getting, even in the career, even in your career environment, your coworkers, know it's because you're doing so well. What is that saying? The best revenge is living life well. And that's what you're doing, and that's what you're showing them, Aries. And some people can't stand it. Let them eat cake. Let them, stew in their misery. It doesn't have to impact you. Bottom of the deck, we have Five of Pentacles, Taurus energy, financial and material changes. So this is maybe why you guys were feeling a bit discouraged, or maybe you don't know if you can really do this, because for some of you, you may have been going through some financial difficulty, some financial losses, some disappointments in general. But like I said, just because there's struggle does not mean that the path you've chosen is the incorrect one. It just means there's certain things to work out, certain things to learn from, certain things to use as resource to further inspire yourself. If there are money worries, I feel with the key to remind you again that that's going to be addressed. And even with the Three of Pentacles, maybe towards the middle of the month, those financial difficulties you may have been going through is going to be somewhat resolved by the middle of the month. I wonder if this is something that's a bit of a debt, maybe a loan. I feel as if whatever it is you're working towards, it's healing this overall, gradually, for sure. So don't be worried about any sort of financial difficulties with what you can do with the resources you do have. You're able to accomplish something this month. And maybe that's why people are jealous. Maybe people spent so much money on advertising. People spent so much money trying to, get their career or get their channel or to get their account so promoted, but you almost did it as if you were just being yourself without having to pay for all that. And that's what bothers someone. Just saying. Money can't hide lack of talent. I hate to say it, but it's true. And it may be true in your case for what someone's trying to project onto you, Aries. Let's keep going. Tell me more about February for Aries spirit. Community with another 7. So officially 777 is on the board. I think you guys are finding your community. You guys are finding your soul tribe this month. I feel as if there's relationships that you're starting to build further strength within, more love within. I mean, I feel that you inspire a lot of people. Just your story, I feel, even with the financial and material changes, the Five of Pentacles on the bottom of deck, you weren't given everything, Aries. You had to work hard for everything that you have achieved up until this point. And that's something that inspires a lot of people. I even am hearing you're the people's choice. Your likability, your personality, your talent. It really is starting to draw people in. So that's why I feel there's people watching you, competitors that may view you as a threat. You may not see it that way. You're not trying to start issues. You're not trying to start drama. But other people are with you. I would focus more on the people that love and support you than those that are trying to bring you down. And that's maybe why Spirit is saying control your anger, because even if it's not like an anger outburst, it's still choosing to feed more of that anger towards others than the love that you can have for your creations and for yourself, where that anger won't matter anymore. So community. And others of you, you may be going against the grain in some ways of what your family members or friends may have thought was best for you, wanted for you. You may be proving them wrong by doing your own path in February, seeing your success, seeing your growth. You're going to prove a lot of people wrong. And maybe with those that were always with you, you're proving a lot of them right. Let's keep going. Tell me more for Aries in February. Patience. This is coming under the Three of Pentacles. So for some of you, I gotta say, the first half of the month, you'll be patient. You have to persist. Spirit is encouraging you to not give up because it's going to come full speed in the middle of the month for a lot of you. Others of you, whatever it is you've been patiently working on, up until February, you didn't see it take foot. You didn't see it land. You didn't see it fully come through. It will in February, and this is what you've been patient about, and your patience is going to pay off. But what it says is, pause before you take action. That was weird with the vision I had in the beginning of the reading, right? Where it kind of stopped, that pause. Trust that divine timing is at work. Be patient and play while you wait. So with whatever it is that you've been building, Spirit is also saying, maybe even with community, to balance out all your hard work with fun too. With enjoying the company of others that, again, you can pick up on our soul tribe by, if you're invited to certain events through your community, to go to a party, to go to a movie, to go to anything that someone's inviting you to, a day at the botanical gardens, I don't know, take up on that, because I think you're going to have a lot of fun, and I think it's going to help recharge you into adding more into your creation instead of being burnt out. So that's a message here. If you guys are going to be invited to do things, I would do it. I would do it because I think you are going to not only just have a great time, but like I said, there's some good to come out of the whole experience that's going to add to the joy you're going to be experiencing in February. But yeah, for a lot of you, know that what you've been patiently waiting for, maybe since January, is coming about in February, mid to end. Tell me more. Aqua aura. Okay, interesting. Again, some of you could have Aquarius strongly in your chart, or this is just talking about Aquarius energy, Aquarius season that we're experiencing now. But it says healthy communication and relationships, which is why Spirit also warned you to control your anger, right? But it says heart-to-heart discussions and clear, assertive communication help you understand and be understood. So, yes, withstand your ground, speak your truth, speak your feelings, speak your mind in a strong way, but in a logical way, a reasonable way, in a maybe even for some of you, a diplomatic way. Maybe not everyone's going to understand, but at least you said you did the best you could to make it work with certain people. But again, you can't please everyone. So as long as, Aries, you did what you could to voice your opinions, to voice your concerns, to voice your feelings throughout whatever it is you're doing to motivate you, to drive you to make certain moves, again, I think you're going to start to see the people who will respect that and honor that, and then the people who are going to be jealous. I mean, for something, I think you're sparking this jealousy in someone because you're reacting differently. You're not playing your mind games. You're not being a part of it. And I think that's making them kind of feel some way about themselves. But, if there is a confrontation at the end of the month, if someone tries to call you out, say what you need to say and place it in their court to do something about it. Don't let them trigger you. Don't let them put you out of character. But speak from the truth. And I think you're going to embarrass this person. And whatever they try to do to get you angry, to get you triggered, it's going to come right back at them. If you are signing a new contract, if you are given an offer in work with the recognition or reward, a promotion, I do feel it's clear to talk to your boss, your manager about what you need to have in your workforce on your side for support to grow further. Don't hold anything back as far as what you need to get paid, as far as what you need to have in your office, if you need your own office, if you need more supplies, more finances, more budget. I do feel it's important to get that communicated. I do feel it would be granted to you, but other people who are working with you or who may be competitors are going to be jealous. Let them be. I mean, that's all we can really do. We can't control others, but we can control ourselves. All right, Aries, let's get one more card for you guys as a wrap up. I mean, this looks like an exciting month. Again, the key is the symbol I'm drawing most to, that a successful outcome to your problems. So if you face any, know everything's going to work out when you are acting out of honor, integrity, and love. Anything else that Aries needs to know, Spirit? Anything else that Aries needs to know? Last message for my Aries. Here we go. Okay, it says about the guardian angels. So there's a guardian angel that wants to make its appearance known to you right now, Aries. I am feeling for some of you a passed down loved one that wants to say, I'm one of your spirit guides now. I'm one of your guardians now. And I've been guiding you to this. I've been sending you the messages from Spirit to pursue this. But what it says is, we each have at least one guardian angel who lovingly oversees all the events of our lives. Guardian angels are messengers of light whose divine mission is to protect and guide humanity along its sacred journey. Their love for each of us is unconditional. So no matter what you do or don't do, you are always worthy of their love. So some of you have been wondering if you have been receiving messages. You absolutely have been. Finding feathers, seeing number confirmations, seeing shooting stars. Those have all been sent by Spirit, and you can trust those messages. But I feel too that, what's sticking out to me is this love card in Spirit and these angels coming forward to say you are always worthy of their love. You're always worthy of love. You're always worthy of doing what you love and being motivated by love. And you can trust that love that is coming into your life, flourishing in your life, growing in your life, more than you can trust the fear or the jealousy that's trying to impose on that. So remember this message, Aries, when you're facing that difficulty, that resistance, or that jealousy, that you're protected and you're loved. And what you want to do, what you want to achieve will be yours successfully. Thank you so much, Aries, for joining me for this reading. I really hope it resonated with you, that it was what you needed to hear at this time. And if it was, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Aries, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Aries.